Okay, the moment we've been waiting for a long time. We can finally level up. Call me Ossus. It is easier to say than my full name. I'm a teacher of ways of warfare. I can train you if you wish. It is my way of bringing peace. His sibilant voice is hard to understand sometimes, but you manage. All peoples are both threatened by the Empire. The war between us brought much hate, but by bringing our skills to you, we hope to show we truly want peace. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, when you're facing a common threat, that definitely facilitates people kind of coming together to, set aside the differences. So, okay, what do we want to do? So we have plenty of skill points for Ferdinand. He's probably the highest level, if I recall correctly. So, could start getting item lore. That might be kind of nice. Expensive though. Yeah, I think we maxed out. Let's do that, and then maybe two of these. That might be a reasonable play. Wow, lots for you. Okay, let's can we Yeah, so I made a mistake in one of my training sessions where I actually gave this guy intelligence, which is a skill point. 3 skill points we will never get back, so that's unfortunate, but it's easy to misclick. Yeah, then maybe like that. Okay. Ingraham, maybe we just max out. And we go better chance to hit, I guess would be a good play. Storm. Yeah, I think you might be the lowest level, unfortunately. He's actually a pretty good fighter though. He really does pretty decent. Lockpicking might be nice, but I think we go. Strength gives health, if I recall. Cinnamon. So I do want to get, I think, next level pre-spells. Because we can buy these at the Tower of Magi, I believe. So that'd be kind of nice. And then I think we just go. Can make the argument that we should probably just get more spell points though at this stage. Let's go intelligence. It's fine. Okay, and then we could get level 6 mage spells. That's fine. I guess. Because it goes up to level 7, I believe. Yeah. Because we can actually buy this spell, I'm pretty sure. So we can go back there and get some of these, which I think would be nice. The problem is when you do this, you kind of start outpacing the amount of mana points that you actually have. So, these are pretty expensive, and so you can't really use them that much, or else you just completely run out of spell points. That being said, we have plenty of potions that we never use except in very specific circumstances, so we could just start trying to use those, but... Okay, so we are taking quite a long time to do some very basic stuff, but it's been a really long time since we've done this, so... You find a thin little girl playing by herself as best she can. She curtsies. I'm Angahara. I'm Angarahad. Looking for friends. She sniffles. All my friends were in Cotra, but we had to run away. I can't find them now. Will you play with me? I play with her for a little while. It makes her feel a little better, but not much. When you say you have to leave, she seems a little bit too stoic about it. Well, that's tragic. Okay. I assume that's probably due to trauma, of some kind. You know, we don't know how old she is, but she's probably pretty young, so that's, yeah, that's sad. Uh, okay. Well, that's what happens when you go to war, you know. So this is the actual BLX, which is nobody here. We could actually take those whales. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, there's actually might be a quest here. The commander of Silval sits at the desk. He's a muscular man of only middle age, but the crook in his back and bags under his eyes indicate he's aging quickly. You also notice he's wearing the mayor's sash. I'm Captain Olin, commando and acting mayor of Silval. I'm quite busy. What can I help you with? Well, I've been dealing non-stop with the refugees from the destruction of Cotra, dealing with it every minute of every day, and so have all my men. We don't have a person to spare for all other problems. As he says what happens, his voice cracks with fear and frustration. It only happened a few weeks ago, not long before the barriers went down. A force of crack troops arrived by sea with a bunch of IBs. Oh, they showered the place with spells. It's a ruin now, nothing of value left. But we still can't figure out where those troops came from. Interesting. Hmm. Plenty of problems. We think some brigands are harassing the refugees. What's more, the castle has a mission it wants me to find someone to do. He thinks, wait, you're adventurers. If you want a mission, let me know. If you succeed, I'll put in a good word for you at the castle. Brigands mission. Explain the mission. We've been working on a peace treaty with the Nephilim tribes, united against the Empire. Close to success, but first they want help from us. They want us to free a bunch of Nephilim slaves from a band of Nephilim. Ooh. Yeah, you hold right. A band of kitties enslaving each other, and we're supposed to risk life and limb freeing them. But hey, if it works, the kitties will make good allies. Anyway, there's a Nephil called Callum or something in town asking about the mission. He'll help you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so obviously that character was acting a little bit suspicious because they have a quest for us. So let's actually go ahead and go talk to them before we forget to do so. His eyes flash. Meow. At last, one's to help us. The peoples are heralded by angry mule Nephilim and cave far to north and a little east. Okay, so northeast. If you are freeing them, they could revolt and help you. More. Nephilim, not all bad, but these should die. Okay. That sounds like a plan. Let's continue exploring. We still got some to explore. I mean, I think this is probably just open space. I don't think there's really much down here. There's actually a lot of stuff down here. This corner of Silval is filled with recently built, but already crumbling stone buildings. Piles of garbage, thin, worried people, and a rank smell. This must be where they're sticking the refugees from Cotra. It's a good sight. This building is crammed with refugees, unarmed and destitute. However, when they see you, they grab clubs and muster at the door to protect their meager possessions. Back off to avoid slaying them. Okay, I can't actually go in there. There could be something in this corner though. This is just garbage. Yeah. Oh, not, well, that's the spiteful garbage, right? The possessions. Yeah, it's not garbage. Okay, so this is just all the same. Except for this one, interesting. Oh, Fios, I guess it's called. We could actually use a boat to get here as well. Man, this is a lot. This is... I mean, again, you're talking about an entire town, right, of refugees, so it's all obviously, um, quite a lot of folks. It's actually... Could be something in one of these, though, you know, you just you never know. Oh, this one's different. There's a scrap of paper spiked to the wall. Brigands stay out or else. This looks familiar. Is this a character that we know of? A small, lethal-looking woman in black leather watches you carefully. She has a wicked-looking knife in each hand and more strapped to her chest and legs. When she sees you aren't about to attack, she relaxes, but not much. She also sharpened a knife. I am Elspeth, adventurers. What do you want? She spits. Keep an eye out for the brigands and keep an eye out for refugees. None of your concern would take care of it. She pats my knife. You're adventurers, right? You travel. I'm looking for someone. Maybe a refugee. Her name's Nance. Nance is my, friend. We came to Exile together and lived in Cotra. When the town was sacked, Rabbi lost track of her and haven't heard from her since. She looks very upset. If you meet her, please mention my name to her. Okay, her name was Elspeth? Elspeth. Okay, save, and then Nance. Save. Okay, so if we find Nance, we just mention Elspeth and tell her that she's in Silver. It's an easy quest. Oh, there's actually something here too. Meet a very dirty man in leather armor. He doesn't look like he trusts you. He doesn't draw his sword, but keeps his hand near it. They call me Asp. I'm from Cotra. Yes. Okay, I remember this guy from the first game. Job. Running from Cotra and dealing with the brigands. Thieves are alright sometimes, but there was a group that's picking on the refugees, taking what little they got. Total scum. They got a Leo Neil here somewhere. I'm trying to figure out what to do about them. Okay. You get a mission for us, or... I was there when the whole mess happened. They hit us by sea, cracked troops and mages and a bunch of spell-casting monsters. They didn't want to take the city, just fight it. They blasted everything with spells. Everything. I hear it's just a ruin now, with looters and monsters and bodies. Bad place to be, real bad. Yeah, so the Empire is, I guess, summoning and controlling IBs, which is kind of a concern. Because, you know, IBs can cast up to level 6 priest spells. I know when we fought them in a recent episode, they cast the kill spell on us, which, you know, did like a casual 50 damage, so if you get unlucky with the RNG of what they decide to cast, yeah, they can certainly get you in trouble very quickly, so... Okay, so... Yeah, there's quite a lot to do in this town. I wasn't really expecting all of this. Actually, how do we get there? I guess the door is locked, but... Okay, I think that's everything. We got like a little bit of stuff around this pond. One thing I love about the game is how it gives you a description of where you are. It's very, very cool. You got the center of Silver's famous park. Delicate cavewood trees rise around you, and the bowl of the spring nearby is wonderfully relaxing. Rest for a few minutes before getting on with it. Yeah, so it's, you know, easy to look at the sprites and not really, you know, appreciate what this is supposed to, you know, show. But if you can imagine this like an actual, you know, like 3D description, like this would probably be a really relaxing and beautiful place. That being said, though, you know, these aren't really trees because there's no, you know, there's no sunlight. I mean, it's just, I guess, fungus light, whatever that really means. So I don't know exactly what this would look like, but I guess they're the underground equivalent of, you know, trees. But, I don't mean to backtrack. We never did check these bookshelves. Ooh. The shelves contain rather tedious town records covered with a thick layer of dust. Between two of the ponderous tomes, you find a scroll. Really been there a long time. Interesting. We gotta identify it. But that was worth it. Okay, so we have to take care of brigands. We have to find Nancy. We have to take care of the sliths. So we got a lot of things to do just from this one town. There's actually... Yeah, this is another warehouse. Yeah, just same stuff. Okay, and we did buy a boat, so wow, this was quite a lot. I wasn't expecting this to take so long, but it feels good to have a clear objective now. We actually need to go back in and grab the boat. In fact, we could very quickly just kind of feel out the river here. Okay, there's something there. Yeah, we're gonna check all of this for secrets. Well, I guess we could just do it now. And nothing. Well, there could be. Okay, nothing on the diagonal. We did succeed in poisoning ourselves, though. That's beautiful. Oh, that's what is that? Refugee? A beggar. Interesting. Let's talk with the beggar. Meet abandoned refugees. You greet them and they tell you they are fleeing the recent destruction of the city of Cotra. They ask if you have found any place where they can find shelter. There's little you can tell them. They thank you and depart. Yeah, it's, you know, it's unfortunate because, you know, if you look at the map, it's like there used to be Fort Exile, but it wasn't really much of a shelter. There's not a huge amount of space. Fort Delvino was pretty small. Silver is really the only place anyone near, you know, Contra, because again, each tile is literally like 1 mile, roughly, right? So to get from here to here, like that's a long ways, right? Here to here would still be a ways, but there's not really any supplies here. And then for Draylon, you'd have to, you know, cross Empire troops and the Sliths, and this might not even be still around. Like we don't really know anything about this place, and then this was blocked through the burial. So to be fair, they should have probably headed south and gone to Mortis, but there's definitely some monsters in the cave, so maybe that would have not been a good deal. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't really know much about organizing like refugees when you have to flee a city. The stone in this cavern is black and jagged. As you enter, a strange incense-like smell hits your nose, distracting and abrasive. At various points around you are totems covered with dire warnings, skulls and bones. Welcoming place. So this is also the Grim Cavern, which is a funny way of using the same name. This must be where the slits are. So we're gonna end it here, and in the next episode we're going to clear this out because I'm assuming this is where the slits are. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.